The first member of the Fantastic Four MCU is here. It is Invisible Woman. Let's take a look at her kit. We're going to do a deep dive and see what she's bringing to the game. Notice the passive Fantastic's heart. And just like the heart, this is what is going to drive the team. On spawn, gain stealth. When a Fantastic Four ally uses their special or ultimate abilities, attack the most injured enemy for damage, and it's piercing damage, and you're going to gain 1 stealth. Now, why is that significant? While this character has stealth, gain 25% crit damage, 100% crit chance. So this will be a critical strike, and you're increasing the overall damage potential. Now, what makes that insane is if we look at the character's abilities, crit damage right here is 155%, and you're adding another 25 on top of that. And of course, right, with the ISO, you can add more. So this can be a regular damage attack that happens out of turn repeatedly. In fact, let's take a look and see how that damage stacks up right now. I jumped the gun. We first need to make sure we take a look at the ultimate ability, Unseen Vortex, because these two things are going to go together. You're going to pull all enemies up to 2 spaces toward the primary target. It's going to clear all positive effects, attack all enemies for 400% damage, but you will be in stealth, so this will be a critical hit. All right, you're going to apply defense down to everybody. You're going to get extra focus for the attack. It cannot be dodged or counter attacked. So now that we understand what we're doing, let's take a look at it in the game. So just for funsies, let's look at this in action. So she's going into stealth, Fantastic Heart. That means her critical hit rate is now 100% and the damage is going up. We're going to go ahead and use that ultimate ability, Unseen Vortex. It cannot be dodged. You see all our opponents have evades. We're going to go right through that, and let's notice the damage that's being done. That department always does such a good job. Where'd she go? She's back. Here she is. Beautiful move. 5 million. You see that? 5 million across the board. Now, multiple opponents here have defense down. There should be an assist coming by Johnny, but it looks like that's not going to happen. But we will follow it. He does have his special ability, meaning that Invisible Woman will retaliate, right? When a special ability is triggered. So let's watch her out of turn damage. That's 5 million. Boom, look at that. 2 million on Rogue, who has defense up at the time. And that's out of turn damage. Right, so that's every character that's getting ready to go. So Franklin's getting ready to go. We'll just cut straight to the chase and see what type of damage, right? We're looking at her. We're looking at Invisible Woman's damage. All right, so Franklin pops off right here. He's gonna, erase that stuff. Invisible Woman versus Gambit up there in the corner. Watch the damage. Boom, look at that. 3 million. 3 million out of turn damage. Now I know Gambit's a little bit older character, but look, this is happening every single turn, okay? Every single turn. Same deal. We got Mr. Fantastic. He's about to go. It's a special move. So Invisible Woman is going to attack once again, out of turn damage. We got Professor X under control. Let's watch the hit. How much damage we talking? Bang! Look at that. That's close to 5 million. That's close to 5 million damage. And we'll just keep it going. Ben Grimm the Thing. He's doing damage. Johnny Storm. Boom! 3 million again. 3 million again. Right? So this is every single turn. Right? Anytime someone does a ultimate or a special, Invisible Woman, because of that ability, right? Because of that passive ability, is attacking out of turn, and she's hitting like a normal character, man. She's hitting like a normal character. Oh, 6, did you see that? 6 million. Good night, friends. Hey, let's go ahead and look at some of the other abilities and come back and look at another team. We'll check this out from a different angle. The special ability is called Breaking Light. You're gonna get stealth. You're gonna apply defense down for 2 turns to the primary and the adjacent target, okay? Then you're gonna attack them for 250% piercing damage. Once again, you will be in stealth, so that damage will increase. It will be a critical strike. You're gonna apply trauma for 2 turns and ability block for 1 turn to your primary target. Now, in arena, and this is the only ability that has an arena call out. If this character has 2 or more Fantastic Four allies, trauma for 2 turns also to the adjacent targets, This attack ignores defense up and cannot be countered. It's also available turn 1, so let's look at a different use case for when we should use this ability first. We want to show you the effectiveness of the special ability Breaking Light. So we're just going to go through here. This is an Alliance War simulation. We can't really get rid of Gladiator's items because he has safeguard. So we'll go with Franklin here. He'll get rid of the safeguard, get rid of the other stuff, just like that. Kaboom. And now that sets us up for the special ability Breaking Light. We can ability block. I forgot about the damage. I forgot about the out of turn damage. All right. We can ability block our target here. In this case, Mephisto, and it will put defense down on adjacent characters. If we were in arena, it would drop trauma. Excuse me. It would drop trauma on the adjacent individuals as well. You can't see me. Boom. But we got critical hits all the way around. We have an ability block. And we got the follow-up attacks. So we're sitting pretty, man. We're doing pretty good. So we're just going to watch and see that outer turn damage. So once again, we got Johnny Storm, special ability. We got Franklin and Sue assisting. And that's really all we want to demonstrate. We just wanted to show that, hey, man, that ability block. And then again, that continuous out of turn damage is really what helps to keep this team going. Everybody is doing something, right? More than one character is doing something every time something happens. When you attack, multiple characters do stuff. When you get attacked, multiple characters do stuff. But now let's go ahead and take a peek at that basic attack and see if we can just look at some of the finishing moves on that basic. And let's not forget the basic ability Invisible Assault. It's going to attack your primary target for damage and apply 2 bleed, chain to 2 adjacent targets for damage. And again, this is all piercing damage and apply 2 bleed. Counterattack does not break this chain, and it can be called in on an ISO attack as well. Okay, so basic ability is not always super cool, but let's take a look and see the knockout animations for Invisible Woman. All right, we picked this one because we got the undead as guardian, so we can just keep attacking. So let's see what she does. Basic ability, she's gonna attack and then attack adjacent targets. Outstanding. Here I am. Ooh, dodge. Well, not dodging that one. And then again, I just like how the team works. Psylocke attacks, Ben Grimm counterattacks. So just like that, we're down one more member. Since we got this set up, let's just keep going. Franklin. Right, let's look at everybody's KO move. Strike. He's bowling a strike. He's bowling a turkey. He left a spare for everybody. Good. Let's move on up to Mr. Fantastic. Slingshot. Boom. He's out of there. Man, great moves. Great moves.